How y'all doing? Sunday, September 17th. Sorry I've not done a corn harvest video. I have or haven't. Can't really, yeah. Wish I kind of would have, but I didn't, so it's my bad. Shelled this field, well, 2-day deal. Bounced around, I got a field right over the trees, so it's ballpark. We've got, there's 30 here. 50 acres of corn shelled, give or take. Not sure exactly how close I'd be to that number. I'll have to look in the combine monitor. Got one whole field done. This is going to corn on corn next year, so I'm disking it right now. Rained out cutting beans earlier. Got rained out about 2 something. We just shelled about 1,500 bushel yesterday of corn. Loading corn out to Cargill. My contractor filled there. Gavilon Viterra is coming tomorrow. When I get the bin cleaned out, I think we only got 1 truck, so we'll be slower doing that. Lovely, but yeah, whatever. But we'll be cutting beans tomorrow unless it rains more through the night, which I think there is a chance. But there wasn't a heck of a lot of chance today. But anyway, you get a rain when you least expect it. Could have got several beans cut after lunch, or from about 1 o'clock on. Nope, it screwed us up. So lovely having that. How that happens when you got help and you get screwed up, which kind of how this corn deal fell through with as well. Anyway, whatever. It's just how my life goes, and now this fall is going to be a lovely fall. But anyway. But nope, just got the 310 on the disc right now so I can get these stalks discs. Had it on there the other day, was disking some ends down for safety, and I'd cultivate them, so they're kind of rough. This here is kind of rough as well. This is where I laid tile too, and it was kind of, I say very rough over the tile lines. It's taking it to get them filled in a year. But I'm disking them at an angle. I tried it straight. I just didn't like how it was doing, because being it was cultivated, it was riding on that ridge and was trying to throw out a pretty good, whenever it went in the ground, it was trying to throw out a chunk of dirt and was going out past the basket. So I thought just kind of going straight would help level it, or going at an angle would help level it. And also, I think this would kind of throw some dirt in the tile lines too a little bit better. You could see a few holes from the combine where the dirt had settled in, so I think this way might be better as well. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I thought this was going to work best to what I was kind of looking at, walking behind it. Not saying it's going to be perfect, but not really doing much cutting. Just it's so dry and hard, but getting a little bit of dirt stirred up, kind of fluffing the stalks up and all that. So. We always kind of said it helped, kind of chewing them up, but Tater's really done a very, very good job, and I'm very impressed. I mean, you walk out in there, they're all kind of broken apart. I'll stop here in a minute. We can go out and kind of walk around, and I'm very happy with it. Yeah, I think that'll be a big help as well for corn on corn. If you read the Beck's book, we don't plant Beck's corn, but they do say that is, for corn on corn, that is a great addition, and I really think it's right. We'll spread fertilizer on this, and then we'll ripper through it. Would like to see a good ½ inch of rain on it to kind of stick this trash to the ground. I think that there, we always said that helps a lot, kind of sticking that stubble or straw to the ground, whatever you want to call it, residue. So, would like to do that. There's going on. Sorry for the bumpy view, guys. It's just the tile lines bouncing over in the cultivator. Running about 5.5. That's kind of where I feel comfortable. It's doing the best job, and trying to get the most cutting action as well. I run a little slower. Had it about 5.8, 5.7. Went down to 5, trying to run it straight, and then just kind of. If the disc had wing wheels, it would be just fine, but you kind of got that groove where it kind of wanted to gouge in a little bit at times, so nope. So making it work this way, kind of running over them this way, and there's kind of the ending. So man, ain't bad. little bit of dirt it's mixing up, so this will at least help. So I think once we get tomorrow rolling on beans, there's 96 acres, 81 out there, and we come back towards home. I know we can cut 56, a 22 or 23, and then there's also a 42. So I know we can keep cutting on that when we get back around here, and some others may be close when we get there. Might be able to make them work as well, because yeah, I mean, it's going to be, it'll take us, just us two. It'll take part-time guy will be there after hours. I mean, it's still us two. It's going to take some time. So going around this ditch here, but so it's going to take us some time, kind of getting around all that. So yeah, it'll be what it'll be. If I can do this, because I messed that up already. But it's going to take some time. Who knows? We'd like to go back and pick some corn. We nosed in one field, done a driveway and all, or not a driveway, done along the road and all that, so people could see out better. I really want to get back in it. It was, yeah, I was very, very impressed with what that corn was doing. They were done an NCGA way in this field and done an NCGA way across the road. If you don't know how them work, it is a structured deal where you've got to, and I may tell you wrong on this too, so bear with me. I may give you wrong information as well too, so just kind of bear with me. So say, which we got an 8-row head, so here's how we do it. On NCGA, you got to pick whatever planter width. You've got to pick a round of your planter widths out of the sides, and then you can start your NCGA way from there, or wherever you want to start, you can. But how the NCGA stuff works is you have to basically then come about. So we pick an 8. You got to do 1.25 acres at a minimum for an NCGA way. And then you have to, so we had to take in this field we had to make 4 passes, 3 hole passes, and then one jag or piece to get that 1.25 acres. So kind of a messy deal, but not really. It's kind of a nice thing, because then it don't take out the cheating, but it kind of makes it more structured, where you kind of have to fall in line with how it's done. So basically you can't just cherry pick all that. I mean, you can cherry pick the 8 rows and all that, but we kind of used imagery. We kind of always do. I mean, this looks pretty good. This is pretty good here. Over there, kind of a little different area. What we had, well, I had to shell more off because there's a barn lot. There's an old barn lot on that farm. But there was a lot of puny looking corn, so I had to knock all it out. And by the time I got all it knocked out, there wasn't enough corn left on that side to do it. And well, in the barn lot, it did burn up this year too. So anyway, so that one there is always kind of a more stickler or harder one to do. But it's done. Cannot say any yield what it made due to the regulations or rules. It done very well. Very pleased. Yeah, for what year, corn has done well. Cannot complain a bit on the corn. I mean, even the beans. Where we're at now cutting, and my monitor is, when I unloaded into my grain cart, to what the scale showed, what I showed, yeah, I'm low quite a bit, so that, yeah, that makes them in the 70s. That's a 3120 cropland. How it's doing that good, I don't know. I don't get it. I'm confused. Had some rains we could have had, or sure could have had in there. What could we have had? So I'm very pleased for as dry as we were. And that's 2 years in a row as dry as we've been, and I'm very shocked on yield. I mean, this one here, and when you haul to Cargill, you get paid for heavier test weight corn. So corn went there, had 2 loads over 62-pound test weight. Everything else was 60.9 to 61 or 61.9. So that was very impressed. I got a premium on that. So that's all good. That'll help, and I think that's really what's driving the yield. I think that's really what's pushing our yield. That's what we said last year too. I really think the test weight. Now this number that was pointed here is a test weight hog, I guess I'll say, or however you want to say it. So this was 65.95 here DeKalb. Over across the road was 64.22 DeKalb. 22 is a new one, so very impressed with it. It's not as good, but it's also corn on corn. Yield hit, yield lag. We don't see it most years, but also we cut back the end as well on it due to the year. We didn't think it was going to be as good. So did that hurt us? Yeah, I don't know. I say it did, but it's still well over 200. So I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it really killed us because it's still way over 200. So yeah, I argue that point. To me, it's viewed. I mean, no, I don't think it hurt us one bit. I mean, it may have. I mean, who knows? Who knows now? It may have. Just don't know. But nope, I'm tickled with it. Who knows? But that's a side-by-side thing. You'll never know. And usually we run 3 passes in on corn. We only ran 2 just due to time constraints. And did that hurt? Who knows? Yeah. Anyway, kind of go from there. But that's kind of where we're going. Be back on beans. We'll be back on beans all this week. Well, easily all this week. Kind of go from there. So I don't think there's anything else I can say. Got some more ground to work. Well, we don't have any more ground to work right now. Everything else is basically done. Got some ground to go to wheat. Still got beans on it, so can't work it. So that's where we're kind of at on that. So that's basically once we get this done, and we're basically done tillage for a while. I always kind of want to rain anyway to kind of stick the beans on the ground. It works a lot better. It's working something freshly worked and all that. I mean, yeah, I'm doing the same thing here in these corn stalks. So yes, I know that. But corn on corn, I want to get it done. I got a chance to do it right now, and it'll help smooth the field up some for the spreader guys. They'll appreciate it and all that. So that's the benefit here. And corn on corn, you kind of want to disc them up. We always want to kind of chew these stalks up some, get them kind of starting to that rotten and decay process. Kind of get that process started. I get this. Well, I get back in. I get in here. We'll stop and go out and kind of walk around a little bit, real quick. That's kind of where I'm running. I got her set. I'm happy with it. Like I said, just kind of tinkering, playing with it. I guess nothing really else to say other than that. Kind of walk you around the tractor and all that a little bit. Well, not tractor or tillage or whatever, but I am kind of getting back used to this 310. It is kind of handy, kind of different for sure. I know going from this to Uncle's 290, it is just drastically different. It's kind of not used to it at all, and yeah, kind of weird. But so who knows? But I'll stop here in a minute and go out and kind of walk around. But I do see some cloud banks coming in, so it won't be long, and I'll end the video pretty quickly after that. But I'll just stop it right here and kind of go walking. Hope you can all kind of hear me as well too when we get out. Really cooled off as well. So here's what we're doing. kind of what we're doing. I mean, we're chewing up some a little bit. There's a whole stalk right there. I mean, it's kind of green. I mean, yeah, we are fairly green too. But here's kind of after the Devastator. I'll go over here. Yep, you do see a little corn right there. I mean, that is, where's the row at? Oh, okay, that's the row right there. So, I mean, yeah, it's basically doing that to it. Back over here. And yeah, basically it's just kind of, it is just kind of obliterating that stalk there. Yep, there's a little bit of corn there, guys. It happens. But yeah, it's just, basically it's just obliterating that. So yeah, I'm very, very happy. I also put, on a 44 weight corn head, there's an extra set of knives you can put on there. They call them trash knives. I really think that helped a lot too, kind of breaking these stalks up more. Yeah, because yeah, that's what you kind of got left. But yeah, I mean, we're a very healthy plant too. But yeah, I mean, that's just, I think that's really knocking all them roots off. Very, very good deal. I mean, I won't say what it made, but we're well over the 240 range what this field made. So got a lot of fodder, and we're talking 34,000 here. So, but yeah, I mean, that's what you got. I mean, it did bust it open there. So, yeah, I mean, it did kind of bust it. So yeah, so it is going to get a little bit of dirt on it. It will rot some. So yeah, that is good. Yep, and then running the disc through it will help too. But it is discing up better than I ever thought it would. So I mean, that is helping. I mean, it's also riding on that. You get here at the bottom of the ridge, and it ain't really doing anything. Just kind of how it is. But it is doing a little bit. There's a long stalk there, but yep, that's just kind of part of it. Gooseneck some, but that's the after side here. We're looking at the end. So, I mean, like I said, it ain't perfect. Not perfect, but kind of by no means. But dry as we are, I mean, getting a little bit of dirt mixed up and kind of chewing the stalks up some will help. That's where I'll end this video. I'll get back to working. So, hope you enjoy the video and hope you like it. Later.